Alright, so second half of chapter 4. Let's just go for it. Let's look over all this shit, just to remind myself. So Miyu died, no, 6:30 a.m., no injuries at all. Which could be one of two things. Died in the game, or poison. Her eyes, I don't think they were bloodshot though, so... I don't know I don't know what the poison's gonna mean. Okay, what happened at the chapel? Miyu volunteered to... So she was outside the chapel alone. Himiko, Maki, and Kibo were inside the chapel. And we heard Kibo from the mansion, so Kibo got around somehow. And that loud sound, I still don't know what the hell that could be. Something falling from the roof, maybe? Yeah, because her avatar was face down, so she must have fallen. I think. Yeah, and then they ran to go to the mansion, but the bridge was out. Miyu purposefully knocked over the bridge. Okay. Kaito got logged out using the phone, and I think the phone was near Miyu's body, so we can assume that Miyu probably had it. And then he just said, okay, bye, and then went to his room. Got the simulator, the text file, which was not edited, as far as we could tell. Can't break things. Makes sense. I don't think we have any evidence of anything breaking. Avatars can't be injured, but you can die in the game. Everything else, including the laws of physics, are the same. Which I feel like they've mentioned that several times, that the physics are the same. So I think, and there's no warping or anything, which is obviously going to be important because Miyu didn't warp. She just walked through the wall, because it's not actually a wall. Well, I mean, it is, but not for her. But yeah, I think physics are going to be important because I feel like that might be how Miyu died. Maybe her avatar was face down and we heard a loud noise, so I feel like maybe that's how she died. She just, like, got slammed into something or fell. Something like that. Log in, log out record. Miyu was the last to log in. Kokichi was the last to log out. Unknown. I don't know if they had enough time to do anything, though. Everyone logged out in and out exactly once, which makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we saw Miyu's avatar outside the mansion, which makes sense because Miyu could go there. And then a loud noise, which is also heard in the chapel, I think, by Kibo. And Kibo, they heard Kibo's voice too. I heard a loud sound as though something was crashing into something else. So we gotta figure out what crashed into what. So Kokichi had poison. And it had bloodshot eyes, which Miyu did not have. The only question I really have is about this, since the noise... Well, basically what we figured out is, I just need to know if sound can go through the wall. Because that's a big unknown. I feel like... Because Miyu put up a wall, and then she could walk through it, but... I don't know if sound could go through it. I feel like that would be very quickly discovered if sound could go through it, so it probably can't go through it. Right? Alright, yeah, the poison... I don't think there's any evidence that this poison was used, is the thing. I feel like maybe it's there just to throw us off? Maybe it's there to make it seem like... this is probably here to frame Kaito as saying maybe he poisoned her in the real world. Yeah, I think that's probably what it's here for. Alright, visors. The red cord is for consciousness, blue cord is for memory, and we literally have no idea what happens if you flip them. But we know someone flipped them. But we don't know what it did, because it didn't seem to affect the game. What would happen if you swapped your consciousness and your memory? I don't even know what that would do. Alright, Miyu was found grasping her neck. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that detail. I don't know why that would be the case. And if she was strangled, there would be injuries on her neck, right? And I don't think your body in the real world doesn't like mimic what your avatar does. I don't think. And Kiba was the first to discover the body. I feel like Kiba, Kaito, and Kokichi are the three people of interest in this case so far. Alright, we got the map, which seems reasonable. So we were... Kokichi was by himself in the salon. He obviously could have gone to the roof, though. And Gonta was outside, but I don't think... I can't remember. I think Gonta said he didn't hear anything. Maybe he said he didn't see anything. I don't think that's in my evidence, though, which is unfortunate. Alright, map of the world. We know this map is wrong. We already figured that out. Yeah, there aren't even two sides to the map. It's all one continuous map that's just has a shitty wall put in the middle of it. Toilet paper, which is, I'm calling it, was used as a rope to get to the roof. I literally can't think of what else it could be for. Signboard, it's only way to cross the river. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really fancy going on with here, just because it just makes it so that the other characters who aren't Miyu can't get across. Hammer, Miyu kept secret on purpose, clearly, because she's trying to murder someone, I think. A cell phone, also near Miyu's body. And you can log out anybody with it. It's frozen in the... collapsed in the snow. Right near the wall. Which obviously makes sense. Cannot be injured. So we can't see her injuries. Okay, so Miyu's avatar is the only one that's an object, not even Kibo's. Kibo's a human. It's according to the game, at least. Found on the ground by Miyu's avatar. This is not seen in the chapel. Yes, that came from the mansion, obviously. I don't know why it was near Miyu. I think this is somehow related to how she died. When she fucking slid off the roof or something with this thing? Yeah, so Miyu is the one who told Kokichi to go to the roof. And obviously, yeah, Miyu chose to be at the chapel. Miyu set everything up. And we already figured all that out. And he claims the door was locked and he couldn't get up there. But even if the door was locked, which we can't even confirm, he still could have gotten on the roof with the toilet paper. So that doesn't really tell us anything at this point. Miyu added a wall along the y-axis that allows objects to go through it. Very straightforward. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. Kokishi's avatar has a setting that makes it so that Miyu can freeze him, which is, I don't even know how the hell that ties into anything, because as far as we know, he was never frozen. And then yes, someone's avatar got fucked up, but we have no idea who. Maybe it was Kokichi's avatar? And the avatar made it so that this setting, like, didn't work? Miyu was, like, expecting it to work, but because it was glitched, it, like, didn't actually do what she thought it would. And then maybe Kokichi turned things around on Miyu. Okay, so if... Okay, here's a dumb theory. If Kokichi and her met on the roof, she was trying to lure him there. She was gonna freeze him and then kill him with the hammer. And then fuck off and then leave his body there. What happened was, I feel like she tried to freeze him and it didn't work, because maybe his avatar was glitched. And then Kokichi turned it around on her. Maybe he killed her. Then he fucking launched her body. He put her body on the lattice and then pushed it off the roof. And her body, the lattice and everything, flew down the roof, because it was like a big slope, through the wall, and then crashed into the side of the chapel. That's absolutely what happened. The lattice was used as a fucking sled. I guarantee it. That's absolutely what happened. So she definitely died on the roof, and her body was moved. That makes Kokichi the #1 suspect. Assuming he actually did go to the roof. Then... yeah, I don't know what else is, I feel like that's... there's still a couple pieces missing, but that's... I guarantee that's what happened. Miyu tried to kill Kokichi, and he... I really don't want him to be the killer, though. But at the very least, that's what all my evidence seems to point to. Is that he definitely did it. Yeah, and then he figured out that Miyu could go through the wall, but he couldn't. So he had to send her through the wall somehow to hide the fact that he did it. God, I really hope it's not Kokichi, but that's very obviously what I'm getting. Please let it be someone else. Let it be Kibo or something. I mean, I don't want it to be Kibo either, but still.
Screw it.
I wouldn't be happy if it was Kibo, but I just don't want Kokichi to be gone so soon. Man, Monokuma's just done.
I just want to ask something, since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places? Huh?
Good question.
You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. That's fine.
Okay, that's good to know. That's rather lenient for Monokuma.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi.
I don't know what Kokishi's goal is, though.
Work together to find the truth. Got it? We can't die here. Oh my! It's true. People really do change.
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business.
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Yeah, I have no idea why he would... I don't know what Kokichi's goal is. That's the thing. I don't know what his deal is in this trial, at least. Because if he is the murderer, I don't know what the hell... Oh my god, Miyu's fucking portrait has 3 X's. Of course. Yeah, I don't know what Kokichi's deal is.
Kaito's the culprit.
Yeah, of course Kokichi's just gonna go straight for it.
What? Say that
He's gonna say, Kaito, use the poison to kill Miyu. Yeah.
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right?
The thing is, I don't think Kokichi... I don't think Kokichi thinks he would get away with it, is the thing. I think Kokichi knows that we're smart enough to catch him if he actually did this, you know?
You were able to move freely.
Because Kokichi almost always, like, knows the trial before we even start it. At least he always seems like he knows. He's like a few steps ahead of everyone else. But I feel like he would know that we would solve this shit. Like, obviously, he knows that we know that Kaito didn't do it.
Don't screw around. There's no way I'm the culprit.
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
Yeah, it's suspicious, but it's not for that reason. It's suspicious because it means someone else made him the fall guy.
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still
Maybe.
logged in, though. That's when you poisoned him, right, Kaito?
Yeah, the poison.
Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't.
Yeah, it's definitely not the poison because
I mean,
she didn't.
we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion
Yeah,
was
it
part of
doesn't
your plan, right, Kaito?
really help Kaito's point. The problem is she wasn't poisoned, as far as we know.
What do you mean, last words?
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was
Probably the
still logged in,
poison,
though.
not the body, because the body doesn't say that.
Right, Kaito?
Oh, actually, no external injuries. Oh no. I'm trying to show that she didn't have red eyes. I don't know which evidence shows
Kaito
that.
logged out first by
It's not her
himself.
corpse, obviously.
Mew was still logged
I guess it's
in,
the
though.
poison,
And the poison-
right? Is there anything else I can counter? No, okay. That's the thing I have to counter. I think it would be really funny, or interesting at least, if Kaito actually did try to poison Miyu, but she was already dead.
Kaito logged out first. That's when right.
Yeah, so it's the poison that counters that. I was going to try both, no matter which one.
Mew
I just got
wasn't
unlucky.
killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging.
See, I didn't know if this counted as an injury. Because it sounds like it would count as an injury, and the body said no injuries, so... Actually, though, this is the Monokuma file that said no injuries.
In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body.
Yep.
That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to
Yep.
think Mew died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
Dying in the game! The hammer. Well... What? Oh. Did I jump ahead? What's her cause of death? I mean, okay, the simulator. I jumped ahead a little bit.
Mew's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself.
I forgot that the simulator as a whole is already a piece of evidence I have.
In the virtual
I forgot that I
world,
even had that.
If your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. That was made clear in the program's text file.
Miyu received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place?
Oh no,
What
poor
is it?
Gonta. He still doesn't get it.
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out
is how.
What caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world?
Yeah, there's a couple things it could have been, but I think it's probably the hammer.
Death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonte is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into
Yeah, okay,
two
we're just
groups to
reviewing here.
find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Miu.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation?
The fucking hammer.
Gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up.
That was uncalled for. Some
Yeah, I don't need to hear this joke for the 20th time. It was probably the hammer, just because we don't have too many other options. Alright, I got the hammer,
In the
so.
virtual world, Miu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to me was dropped right next to her avatar. It
Yep.
has to be the hammer!
Well,
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
probably was the hammer, but
Force was involved. I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
that's also true.
Drowned?
All of those are true. She was face down in the snow with no injuries, although her body in the real world was like strangled. But I don't think that matters. I don't think it matters what her body was like in the real world because it didn't. I don't think it translates, you know.
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured.
I guess
Let's focus our efforts on that first.
I guess Miu's corpse maybe is the actual.
Right next to her avatar.
Yeah, I was assuming that her body position didn't
Hammer!
necessarily relate to
Or going
anything.
to beat her with his bare hands.
Let's go with
Are we certain that
probably
Force was
drowning,
involved?
because
I think
that's
strangulation is more likely.
that's also possible. Dang it!
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have
It looks like her body was strangled. I'll try that. Drowning is also a possibility. But yeah,
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
yeah.
Or going to beat her with...
Are we certain that Force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter how she was killed. Strangulation and beating to death with a hammer kind of
Showed severe trauma.
equivalent, you know? As far as the virtual world goes, because it's not going to affect her virtual body.
Yeah,
But yeah,
she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
I assume she would, if she, it just says she dies of shock in a generic sort of way. I assume if they die in the world, they just like die in real life instantly. Because it's not like they're not moving their bodies around in the real world as they're playing the virtual game, right? Are they? That can't be the case. I don't know. Whatever. It's... I overthought it.
If her body experienced pain,
She looks like she got choked. She got choked. That's it. I didn't need to put that much thought into it.
knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Miu was strangled to death.
Maybe she was strangled to death with the fucking toilet paper then? That would be hilarious. That would be so fucking fitting if Miu got strangled to death with the toilet paper.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed...
I mean, drowning probably could have made her look like that
so it
too.
would only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Miu was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Alright, fair enough. I'll take Maki's word for
The
it, considering she's an
master gets
assassin.
really chatty when it comes to corpses.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world?
Sure it is, Kibo.
If the avatars
got-
were equally strong, It would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the strength thing.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Forgot that Everett has equal
You're a
strength.
fool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a
And
rope.
she definitely had a rope. Well, someone had a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
But was there even a rope in that world?
Kokichi's not gonna survive this trial no matter what, because Maki's gonna fucking kill him.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
Yep. You got strangled by toilet paper.
This is it.
She died as she
During
lived,
investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
being an absolute piece of shit.
I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Oh, Gonta's not gonna understand.
What you mean, Shuichi? Huh?
Yeah, the objects can't break.
Shuichi goofy.
Poor Gonta just doesn't understand. Buddy. Alright, we need to have the, killing game simulator.
There's no time for
Ready.
nonsense! You know to use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy! Even
Oh,
Gonta
whoops.
know that, and Gonta not smart! There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
I'll cut through your words.
No, Gonta, you fucking idiot. Actually, that wouldn't happen.
Toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable. Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on the strangulation thing, so I just assumed that the toilet paper was used to climb to the roof as a rope. But I mean, whatever works.
Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper.
Hey, even Himiko agrees.
Fitting end for her.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
I'm glad that someone else appreciates the irony.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Because she was killed at the mansion.
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it, to destroy the evidence.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit.
No,
didn't bring him.
the hammer was definitely something Miyu had on her. That's probably what was on her body.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Yeah, we already know who brought the hammer. It's Miyu.
That's it.
Because she lied about it.
Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
Yeah, she's a
Yeah,
fucking
she
liar.
didn't say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why she do that?
Because she was trying to kill Kokichi. She was absolutely trying to kill Kokichi. I'm like 100% sure on that part. And then she was killed on the roof and then pushed off the roof.
What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Nope. She was gonna do it to kill Kokichi.
Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
Probably just brought it for
Good
something
guess,
else.
Gonta.
Or she secretly met up with someone.
I like how I'm agreeing with Kokichi. See, Kokichi, like, no, he can't be the culprit because he's too helpful, you know?
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed
Like,
to
he
meet up
do-
with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
The thing is, Kokichi isn't actually that good at hiding things. Because he doesn't try to hide things. Except for when he does. You know what I mean?
What? Is that true? I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Miyu called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Yeah, Kokichi already knows. She was gonna kill Kokichi.
That's it.
And that's why she fucked with his
She
avatar.
was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep.
I'm glad that we're already getting this.
And then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Wait, and I already figured out Mew's whole fucking plan, so... And Kokichi did too. Oh, am I going... We're going taxi? We're doing a crazy taxi? Alright. Alright, I'm like 10 steps ahead of the game here. Oh god, fucking Mew billboards. Who tried to kill Kokichi? Is that really what the first question is? It's fucking Mew. We already figured that out. It's obviously... Well, that's... Okay, I think this definitely makes it seem less like the Kokichi killed her. Because if we're getting to this early in the trial, I was expecting this to be like a late reveal. You know what I mean? And we're gonna find out that, oh shit, she tried to kill Kokichi, and that makes Kokichi seem more like a suspect. But we're gonna jump right into it. Kokichi's gonna be a prime suspect, like, pretty soon. So I feel like he's not gonna be the killer then. I mean, I already thought it probably wasn't him, because again, I don't... his motivation just doesn't make sense to me. I think this was definitely a crime of opportunity, but I don't think Kokichi would take that opportunity, necessarily. Especially because he knows that we would find out. Like, he absolutely knows that at this point that we could solve basically anything. Yeah, they're going to the roof. This is less about, like, coming to a new conclusion and just, like, were you fucking paying attention to the last 5 minutes? And it's like, yeah, game, I was. I remember the literal last conversation we had before this minigame. Yeah, it's exactly. Kokichi's like, if he's gonna kill someone, he's gonna fucking go in. He's gonna, like, do some crazy bullshit. He's not gonna be like, fuck it, I strangled Mew and then push her off the roof on a sled. They'll never see that one coming. Kokichi's way better than that. If he actually killed her that way and, like, didn't have a good plan to get away with it, I'm gonna be so disappointed in him. But I have faith in my boy. I have absolute faith in him. He wouldn't go out like such a bitch. It's gonna be someone else. Maybe it's gonna be Samugi. I don't know why, but why not? Or Kaito, or someone crazy. Why was the bottle of poison on his seat? To frame him? Oh, is she gonna kill him in the real world? Not hit him with a hammer? I mean, I say it was... yeah. I guess Miyu might have tried to use the poison on Kokichi, but...
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
Oh yeah, so she planted the poison. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Miu's dumb enough to try that. That adds up.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
Like, it wasn't a bad plan by Miu, to be honest. Like, this is about as good of a murder plan as Miu could have come up with, but I think something threw a wrench into it. I think it was the glitch with Kokichi. I think that's what happened, is that Kokichi glitched out and she couldn't freeze him. That's the only theory I can come up with as to what went wrong in her plan. Because that's the only thing that she couldn't have predicted.
When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
Oh, I guess that's true. Oh yeah, she was the last person.
Back in.
She was the last person to log in, so she had time.
Around that time? Did you see her log in?
Yeah, we already figured this out. I already pointed out that Kokichi could have done something in the virtual world and Miu could have done something in the real world before they respectively logged in and out.
And you couldn't have placed the poison.
Yeah, she could have. Damn it, I fucking missed. I literally slipped it in between the letters. You're wrong, Kaito, you fucking idiot. Why didn't you look at the evidence?
It was Miu who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
Oh, I think I have to remember the start of this trial is Kokichi talking to Monokuma about like motives and shit, and he knew that someone was planning something. So I think he knew of Miu's plan ahead of time somehow. I don't know how he knew. So maybe he really did kill her and try to turn it around on her, but
That's right.
I don't know.
It says that Miu was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Miu's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Yeah, and then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yep.
Yes, I'm positive of that.
Yeah, we already figured out all
Miu
this
used
shit.
a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
Alright. Cell phone. Where's the cell phone? There it is.
This is it!
This is it! Wow!
It was the cell phone found by Miu's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
I'm really glad that Miu's death still makes her be a piece of shit. Like, that makes me really happy. That she didn't just die as like, oh no, how sad. It's wow, what an asshole. Tried to kill Kokichi and then fuck over Kaito.
I see.
Absolute
With that
dick.
cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Miu never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And
She probably, it would have been a pretty fucking good murder too if her plan didn't go wrong, because we wouldn't have known about the cell phone. We would have had, like, in this hypothetical trial where Miu's murder succeeds, we would have to basically think, well, there's got to be some way. Yeah, something went wrong, but actually, if she successfully did this, it would have been a pretty fucking good case. She would have had a pretty solid case, I think. Actually, because when Monotaro analyzed the computer, he probably would have figured out the phone and all that shit. Because we still have evidence of the wall and everything, and that's pretty easy to put together.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Basically, we just wouldn't know about the phone if she didn't die, but we would have had to infer the existence of the phone, which isn't exactly a very compelling argument.
then why did you say I was the culprit?
And of course, yeah, Kokichi knows all of this shit.
Wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Oh, wait. What were we talking about?
I still think best case scenario, it would be great. You know, it would be fucking great if Miu somehow killed herself, but on like accident because she's so incompetent. That would be amazing. I don't think that's what happened, but that's okay. Best case scenario, Miu killed herself because she's a fucking idiot. Second best case scenario, someone like Kibo did it because that's just cool and interesting. Like that would be a good twist. That'd be a good twist to the case. Worst case scenario, Kokichi did it. I guess I'd also throw in like Tsumugi on the Kibo tier, as like it would be interesting if it was this person that did it.
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off... Huh?
Mommy?
My head! I feel...
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Miu died and not me.
Agreed.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted.
Yeah, she would have had a relatively strong case. It definitely wasn't airtight. We would have been able to see through it, but all in all, solid murder setup. Good use of the tools available to you. I gotta give a little bit of respect to Miu. A little bit. She fucked it up and failed horribly and died, but it wasn't a bad attempt. Oh yeah, if he remembered he was bad at computers, then we would have been fucked. Good thing he forgot that he was bad at computers. So it worked out great.
And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
Actually, never mind. If Miu was still alive, Monotaro wouldn't have been sad that she died, and he wouldn't have been as helpful in the case. I don't know. This whole brain damage Monotaro arc is starting to wear on me a little bit. I miss regular non-brain damaged Monotaro. Yeah, he wouldn't have been motivated to help if Miu didn't die in the first place, so...
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
And the reason Miu was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
Hopefully at the end of this trial he comes back to us. I want our boy back.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person. I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend.
Yeah, Kokichi's loving this shit.
That's an ideal fun situation. Now we can start a real class trial.
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Well, it's because they're BFFs.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on
We
a
are.
mask.
Oh,
never saying
yeah, I guess
what you
that's
really
true.
think.
I think Kokichi might have cheated on us with Monokuma.
That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward. Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature.
I can't remember. Why is Monokuma depressed this time? I think I missed it at the start of the trial.
There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive. Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi.
It's fight at Monotaro. Fight through the brain damage.
To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone.
Yeah, and Kaito is absolutely gonna get fucked in like one of these chapters. This is gonna backfire at him so horribly. Although he is already dying of, like, cancer or something anyway. I keep trying to think of some disease that he's dying of. And now it's his default to cancer.
Friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die. You know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim.
Yeah, the fact that Everett's immediately switching over to suspecting Kokichi makes me think that we're not even close to ending with this. Oh, actually, okay. So I figured that Kokichi was the one who glitched, was the avatar who glitched, and that meant that Miu couldn't freeze him. But maybe if Kokichi was telling the truth and he couldn't even get on the roof in the first place, that would mean that some other avatar could glitch. And the glitch could have been that they got marked as an object, and that they could go through the wall. So that means anyone from the chapel could be the suspect if they had glitched. That's going to be an interesting wrinkle. That makes me think it might have been, Fuck, that makes me think it might have been Kibo. What was it? It was Maki, Kibo, and Himiko were the ones in the chapel. Oh, and Kibo was the one who told us about the meeting, too. Looking a little sus, Kibo.
So it's only
Again, that's if I have to pick someone who isn't Kokichi.
Here's my answer. I never met up with Miu.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body.
Yeah, you didn't have any tools or
for
anything.
it either. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I remember. You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Yeah, I mean, this whole locked door thing seems kind of fishy, but I like it because it means Kokichi isn't the killer.
The door to the roof.
I already told you.
It's either Miu or
How should I
Kaito.
know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good
Yeah.
if you're the culprit.
There is a situation where lying benefits you. It's when you're the killer.
I see. I didn't realize that.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now.
Yeah, we can't really prove it one way or the other.
Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death. Truth? There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death.
A lot of fucking mysterious circumstances. We're gonna blow the whole map virtual world manipulation shit open right
We
now.
need to make sense of those first.
I'm
Wow,
guessing.
Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
Easy peasy.
I see. Miu sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
If that's the case, then you might not have even gone to the roof.
Excuse me.
So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
She definitely went. I can prove it somehow. I can prove it was possible at least.
Miu was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. Look at where her avatar fell. It's right next to the chapel.
Yeah.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So,
Definitely not.
we're meeting with Kokichi.
She stood me up! Mew was waiting for me to arrive.
Does Smoogie's account help me here? I don't think it does, right? Oh yeah, she saw Mew. Duh. I thought her account was about the noise. No, it was about seeing her.
Mew should have been at the...
Nope.
That's wrong!
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
She walked, idiot.
It's a special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no
Yeah,
doubt
basically.
about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene, just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This
Sure we
is
can.
Files for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I know what it was. Calling me coach.
A way across it only Mew knew about.
Definitely the wall.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Nope.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
No.
Maybe she
I love the
fell
stupid
for it.
text effects they
Or
do.
she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a
Yeah, I
place
know.
we could cross.
I'm telling you, that's not why I like him. I'm not biased, I swear. It's just a coincidence that they happen to have the same VA.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found two such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel.
They're the same wall, you idiot!
We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through.
Don't be naive, Shuichi.
Oh my god, really, dude?
Jeez, Mew set up. That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Kaito, it kinda
You
does.
don't even realize your mistake. You losing your edge.
I mean, Kokichi was right, Kaito is holding us back.
Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Get ready to look like a fucking idiot, Kaito. Yeah, because he doesn't know that she was an object.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the myth. So why waste time talking about the it's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
No, we don't,
No,
you
wait
dummy.
just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
Yeah, she is.
Your words.
Of course Mew's just an object. We should have known that from the beginning.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means... the
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have cut me
virtual
off, Kaido.
avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
No, there didn't need to be. They're right. We still haven't established that the map is fucked up. She lied about the map.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
Yes, there is, Kibo.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Okichi, you no have to go that far.
They didn't have to.
Badmouth mommy!
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But mommy wasn't
Yeah.
lying. There was no hidden route in that
At least when it comes to
world.
Mew, Kokichi's on point.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you see that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute. So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of...
There have been a lot of
Yeah, we already figured this out.
in the
Let's go.
virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to.
I wouldn't say
She
that.
wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
What, the noise? Oh, the thing that led us here? Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to press right click.
Oh no!
I was trying to scroll, but I can't do that. Oh, I have to use the fucking opposite mouse button.
This is it! You mean the
In every other situation, you scroll with the right mouse button, but in that screen, I have to scroll with the left mouse button. Yeah, everyone heard a loud-ass noise. And that was definitely Mew sledding off the roof and crashing into the chapel.
You all heard that?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point.
See, if sound can go through the wall, it would be incredibly easy to find that out just by accident. Because the mansion and the chapel are like right fucking next to each other. So like, if sound actually just straight up goes through, that would be so dumb.
Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
You heard my voice too?
What?
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
The sign?
Like he noticed something.
Sign washing down the river?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, I'm going to not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
I mean, I'm assuming he's talking about the bridge. Oh, we're doing this. Okay. Alright. Alright, what was it? Yeah, it was that. There we go. Damn it.
I see it!
Oh, you remembered everything about this case?
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me. Odd how? We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Okay.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
It just washed down the river. Oh god, are we doing another taxi? Alright. This minigame is so long. So it takes like 5 minutes just to answer, oh, it went down the river, but then it was up the river. That's weird. There, I solved it. Ah, shit. Car was in the way. Thinking time. This is at the river. Oh god, there's 4 phases to this one. Jesus. Why? Where is the end of the river? At the edge of the screen. Man, I miss logic dives. That was actually like a fun minigame. God. Oh god, these letters. Ugh. Just one more. Just give me one more. Ah. It's found near the mansion. Where's the last person even gonna fit? My taxi's too big, or too small. It's not big enough. Oh, why do we get Samugi pictures? That was weird. Yeah, come on. Oh my god, look, the last question is literally just... I want to see the person who gets any of these questions wrong. I literally want to see who that person is. Because... Like, how the fuck could anyone not find this challenging?
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
That was like that took 5 minutes for Shuichi to come up with this statement. That's how long it took. He was sitting there for like 5 minutes just thinking, and then he said, "Oh, the sign went upriver." Fucking Kaito could have figured it out by now.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She
Nope.
probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
I mean, that's
The signboard would
possible.
get swept away and leave her stranded.
But yeah,
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic.
yeah, Kokishi knows what's
To
up.
the truth. We just have to connect the how.
He's obviously figured it out already. He's just trying to guide everyone towards
all
it.
the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
Because the mansion and the chapel
I
are
don't know.
next to each other.
But
The map
Shuichi
was
should
flipped.
know, right?
Or the two halves of the map were flipped. Yeah.
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
Kokichi acting like he didn't already figure this shit out like 20 minutes ago.
So, how are they connected? Do you know Shuichi?
I think it seems like Kokichi's trying to make it so that every single person is like fully dependent on me. So that he can then probably like... Maybe it's so that he could take me out later and then just have everyone be like fucked. Because they've gotten to... they've relied on me so much that without me, they're just like idiots. Maybe that's what his end goal is. Is to make it so that these people literally can't function without Shuichi. I don't know.
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
What was the question? What clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried on the river? The fact that the wall can... Objects can go through the wall. Duh. Maki's honestly pretty good.
Objects can pass through.
Maki's like 75% there.
The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Muse set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
At the very least, Kokichi is definitely being the hype man for Shuichi right now, and it's definitely for some ultimate goal. It's crazy to think that literally just the fact that Miyu made a map is like fucking everyone up. If she never made this map, we would be like so less confused. That's somehow like the smartest part of her plan, is literally that she just drew a map that's wrong to fuck with us. That's gonna be like the longest thing to disprove.
Leave it to me, Shuichi. Your partner.
Of course, Kokichi's just gonna solve it for us.
Times of trouble. This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense. Okay. Huh?
Yeah, but there's still, these people are still just... Yeah, see, Kokichi knows about it. Downstream and upstream are connected.
That's it. What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
It's fucking virtual reality,
Throw
dude.
out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Yeah, it's only one wall.
Even if the
Exactly.
river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
You dummy, you absolute buffoon.
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about?
It'll thank God Shuichi got it. They're the same wall.
That's it. The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us...
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch!
Maybe Kokichi's just a big Shuichi fanboy. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. He's just a big fan. He just wants to see us succeed. Because he's our good friend, so obviously, that's all he wants. He just wants Shuichi to be the best detective he can be.
Shuichi, you already...
Yeah, I know. Oh, another Hangman's. Alright. Fuck, what phrase is gonna help me here? Flipped? Fake map? I don't know what the hell word is gonna help me here. I'm just gonna... I prefer what the first letter is gonna be. Mirror? Oh, that was a W. Jesus. World. Yeah, it's seesaw. The world map? World... I just gotta guess. That's the only thing you can do. Oh, I forgot I can heal myself. Sort of. World... P... No. S... No. Yeah, so you just gotta go for it. It's not P, it's not S. Order? No. The world, like, load? World lines? Sorry, oh. Yeah, okay. World load. Where's an A? No A's? I don't know. Oh, world loop. Okay. I got it. Duh. I guess that's a relatively concise way to phrase it. Eh, whatever. Also, why does it say anagram at the top? That's not what an anagram is.
The world is a loop. Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like for... when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
Dude, it's a video game.
Explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
Look at it go. Whew.
And floated with the currents until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
Not really, dude.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
Have these people never fucking played Pac-Man?
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kivo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well. Huh? Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts.
At the map loading
Doesn't
point.
it
Oh, that's why.
the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
That's why sound doesn't carry over between the map loading point. It's because they're literally just too far away from each other. It's not actually because... Okay. So it's... Sound travels the same as it does in the real world. Okay. That's what we're getting at.
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
It starts here.
There!
Man, I'm low on health. That hangman really took it out of me.
Virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
Alright, finally we get to see it? There we go.
The loading point was actually at the edges.
Yeah, that's what the world actually looks like.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through.
See, the thing is that if this was the case, literally just anyone talking on either side of the wall would have just been able to be heard by the people on the other side of the wall, which would have kind of fucked Mew's plan a bit. I guess she's just lucky that no one ever talked. on opposite sides of the wall.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Only Kibo screaming.
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Literally, yes. That's his entire gimmick, Kaito.
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center, which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
What is your deal, Kokichi? What are you trying to do?
Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kiji talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
Yeah, what is this fucking deal? Yeah, so someone used her plan against her. That's the big... we've completely blown open Mew's plan. That part of the trial is done. Now we're just on to the how did it go wrong and how did she actually die part of the trial. Took a little while to get there, but we're finally there.
And another thing. Eh?
Yeah.
Ah! Huh? Huh? Really? Huh? Huh?
Alright, Monokuma's just gonna chill out for the rest of the trial.
My head!
Taro! Pull yourself together!
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
If you've forgotten, maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
God, this plot's still going.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Nah, Monotaro's gonna make it out of this trial. He's gotta. He's our boy.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. You manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Miu's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Yeah, not a bad plan, all things considered.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop.
Damn, Kokichi's really just doing the end of trial summary
She
in the
headed
middle
to
of the
where we were
trial.
supposed to meet her, the mansion's rooftop. Yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Miu.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Miu did it. If Miu did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan.
Yeah, it was definitely always going to be
She
Kokichi.
knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
Oh, she did.
Smart. But she was also really
Because she fucked with Kokichi's avatar.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad. Not Miu.
No, Miu was kind of bad.
Not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That didn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Anyway, let's continue.
No one fucking likes Miu.
If Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
On the pallet, whatever they called it in this game. The lattice, that's what they called it. They put her on the lattice and pushed her off the roof and she fucking flew like a sled.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Miu was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Miu's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Miu's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Go to not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Going to know can protect everyone if that happens.
No, it's fine.
Please, keep up with
Yeah.
us. We're already...
How did they send Miu's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard? Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Miu there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Damn, Kokichi's just doing her job for us. Alright, I know. I already know the answer. The lattice hitting the wall. Well, okay, it was Miu who hit the wall, but the lattice is what made her hit the wall. I was a step ahead, damn it. I fucking thought too far ahead. I know it was the lattice. I mean, yeah, she hit the wall, but the lattice would have also hit the wall.
let it in.
What a colossal
Oh.
red flag.
More importantly,
We understand.
Oh, damn, I'm this far back? Jesus. Gotta go through all these loading screens and shit. Okay, it speeds up this. It's just non-stop dinging noises. Yeah, so obviously Mew hit the wall. I mean, everything hit the wall. But I guess Mew technically probably was the biggest thing that hit the wall.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
I mean, if you say so, Shuichi.
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking?
It's like he's talking to fucking kids on Blue's Clues.
Why are you talking like you know everything?
Because he does know everything.
Let's not worry about that right now.
Or it's like on Dora the Explorer or some shit. Can you guys figure it out?
More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
I don't need a hint.
You'll what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the
He's
slope
just-
faced the chapel wall.
He's
On
straight up
top
just
of
like
it,
telling us the
there was
answer.
Snow on the roof.
Come on,
If the
dude.
culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Like, alright, Kokichi, you don't need to do my job for me that much. Oh, we already... okay. The blank? Lattice isn't really... down the roof? No. Sled? Sled the roof? I mean, I already figured out it was a sled, so... Or slid. Alright, we're doing slid. Oh, whoops, I thought that was a D. I don't have any T's, I don't think. I can't do the. Slid off roof. That's what it is. R. O. O. Where's an F? There we go. Alright. That one wasn't too bad.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Slide? Aw, man.
Yeah.
Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't...
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide! Just like Shumai said!
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
Alright, okay, whatever. I already know this one. It's Lattice. No, it's the Battle of
What
Poison.
if her avatar slid off
Battle
the
of
roof?
Poison. Bottle of Poison. Blah.
Would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
Yeah, it would.
It made that much noise. It
Crash.
must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on the roof. Not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
Whoosh, whoosh,
In the
whoosh.
real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
It's not the issue.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Yeah, there was. You dummy.
That's wrong!
That's wrong, Kaito. Idiot.
No way.
Man, I feel bad that this trial's just dunking on Kaito.
Could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof?
Yep.
Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
Just loaded her onto it and sent her off.
After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled.
And obviously, yeah, there's no prints or anything in the snow, so there would be no evidence of it.
Slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed,
Whee!
flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
The impact made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff. I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Damn! I wasn't expecting Monokuma to really just go off like that.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. You gotta be an example to our new family.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit.
I mean, theoretically, but I still don't have any great ideas. I mean, Kokichi's still kind of a suspect. That's kind of it.
Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
Like, it wasn't. No, it couldn't have been anybody in the chapel because they were all together the whole time. Gonta was outside, and he doesn't even understand how the fucking virtual world works, so he wouldn't have done it. Samugi was kind of with us when it happened because we heard the sled crash. The only person who doesn't have an alibi is Kaito and Kokichi. It might have been... Okay, so we still have the fucking avatar that errored. I thought... So first I thought it was an error on Kokichi that made her not able to freeze him. Then, that could still be the thing. Then it could have been an error that allowed someone else to go through the wall. It also could have been an error on Kaiso that meant he didn't actually get forced out. He might have actually logged out himself and killed Mew, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. If he was the one who errored, then that's a possibility. But Kokichi seems like the biggest suspect.
Yeah.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion.
Not necessarily.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the
Hello,
wall
welcome
or
to the
cross
stream.
river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
And you,
That's real
Kokichi.
sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah, we don't know enough, but Kaito and Kokichi are really suspicious, to be honest. It could have been Samugi, could have been Gonta, to be honest. Assuming, talking about Kokichi in the rooftop again. Well, it could have been... I mean, obviously it's Kokichi, but technically Kaito could have also lied because he said he didn't lock the roof. Either he's lying about the roof was ever locked, or Kaito's lying that he didn't lock it, but... Obviously we're going to call out Kokichi for lying.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Yeah, talk about not going to the roof. He obviously figured all this out a while ago.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
This minigame isn't so bad, at least. It all began with the map. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's really suspicious. Never went to the roof. Are there any other statements? No, it's just these three. I mean, I don't think this is really that... It's obviously that he didn't even go to the roof in the first place is gotta be the thing he lied about, because probably the culprit killed her on the roof isn't really a lie statement, you know?
I see it. When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said...
Oh, you said he never went to the roof ever.
Later, you said.
But he also clearly knew the layout of the roof. Yeah, he knew that the roof was sloped. Okay, I totally missed that. Yeah, he was lying about not ever going onto the roof.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
Oh, come on, dude. You knew we would call you out of this.
Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
Nope.
But
Definitely not.
There's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Oh, what did she say?
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Of course, Himiko doesn't remember. None of us are gonna fucking remember.
She said that.
No, she didn't!
Yes, she did.
She did not!
She did too.
Then when? tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Oh, Monokuma's into it again.
Stop them, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, Grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, because Himiko said it!
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
Yeah, we don't have time for this. I might not like it because he's my BFF. We gotta push him. We gotta push him hard.
I didn't go to the
Kokichi in the
roof!
salon.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying! The
Probably
rooftop
just the fact that he
door
was alone the whole
locked and
time.
I couldn't open it!
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Yeah, we don't have any witnesses, so.
Fire's burning hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying!
Then why do you look so nervous?
Where do I have the proofs? Oh, okay. I gotta start.
I've had enough of your lies.
Ah, we gotta
man.
lie and say that we didn't see him
I'm
there.
not lying!
Got it.
The
I keep
rooftop
forgetting
door
that-
was locked and I couldn't open it!
That I have, no, not this. It's, ah, shit. It's the next one.
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
So we went to the salon and we didn't see you there. You dummy.
Kokichi,
I keep forgetting we can just
you're
lie.
lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
At least they kind of telegraph it. Oh yeah, I forgot some of the music changes, but I still didn't pick up on that. I didn't notice.
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you, but you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
And like always, he always knows that we lie. It's never fooled him once.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Oh, and obviously they're gonna believe me, because that's what you set up the entire trial, dude.
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. No. Himiko points to Shuichi.
Is this moment like what he's been building to this whole?
Shuichi
Yeah,
was surprised
Tsumugi.
by me in the dining
That
room.
lie kind of fucks with Tsumugi's. We didn't really think this lie through. I was thinking about this.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Is this his goal to get us to fuck up like this in front of everybody? Oh, okay.
Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Miu?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi.
Oh, he didn't like that we lied to him.
I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
I don't want to get in a fight with my friend.
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Oh fuck, is he gonna confess and then, but like lie about it and we're gonna have to prove that he didn't do it and it's like just to fuck with us?
Confess.
This is all gonna be bullshit, isn't this?
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too.
We're gonna have to, like, prove that this didn't happen. Or something like that. There's no way this is... He's doing this just to fuck with us. He's not telling the truth.
She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with
Oh, this is where we're getting this part. Okay.
You
To make the motive.
together with Monokuma?
Yeah, he did want... Okay, he just wanted everyone... That's why he made Monokuma do the motive thing, because he just wanted everyone to be in the virtual world.
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea.
So yeah, his idea was just to put the motive in the killing game simulator. And the motive was originally in the hidden room that Kokichi found, I'm assuming.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge.
It does kind of seem like something he would do.
Then, the culprit is Gonta.
Oh. I figured it couldn't have been... I mean, this is a possibility. I don't know if it's true, but I assumed it couldn't have been Gonta because Gonta clearly didn't understand what the fuck was even happening in the VR world. Unless he's just that good of a liar, but I highly doubt that.
What?
Huh?
I mean, Gonta did have the means to do it, and the opportunity. I just, like... Gonta doesn't even know what the fuck is happening half the time.
What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta?
Honestly, I'm kind of considering it now.
Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now.
Oh. Gonta's secretly a genius.
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a
Oh,
duo
okay.
to end this killing
This is
game.
what he's doing.
As the Killing Game Busters!
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Maybe Kibo is the partner.
Yeah.
If Kokichi actually did have a partner.
Great incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him.
Oh. Okay. You're basically like Monotaro.
He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare—
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What?
If actually,
Gonta not
if
understand
Kokichi
what's
actually
going
did
on.
fucking 5D chess Gonta into killing Mew, that would be amazing.
Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course.
Well, yeah, you kind of are the only other one.
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
Is there?
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Alright, dude, go for it. Go ham.
I am not the culprit.
The
Didn't I prove that
avatar?
to you guys already?
The setting on his avatar?
The clue is how Mew is killed.
Oh.
Mew got
Strangled?
to death, right?
Toilet
Maybe.
paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
I am not the culprit.
Is it the avatar
Didn't I
error?
prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew is killed.
Mew got
I don't know how that
strangled to
proves.
death, right?
Oh, the setting on his avatar, maybe?
Toilet paper
Yeah.
was the murder weapon.
Because he wouldn't have been able to actually kill her. Assuming... Obviously.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was assuming that this setting didn't matter because,
Kept strangling her, no.
if he did have the error, then this setting might not have mattered. Man, I keep flip-flopping on whether Kokichi actually did it.
Maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle...
I really hope that it's not, him.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
So he knew this ahead of time. So he might have given himself the error.
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
Yeah, but she can still
But
touch
if
him.
you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation then?
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Maybe a little doubt, but whatever. We'll trust Maki on this
Kaito
one.
is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara. This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it. Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
I mean, might as well ask. Having blind
I wonder how
faith isn't
important it
exactly
is to believe.
helpful.
But as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone. Huh? It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling too. I just don't think Kokichi did it. I think it was, I don't know. There's like a couple characters maybe. It still maybe could have been Kaito, which really, I don't know about that, but that would be crazy. Also, I don't know why I keep saying it could be Kibo. I just kind of wanted it to be Kibo.
We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
And also, yeah, Gonta maybe could have done it.
Too bad, Kaito.
It's possible.
Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, going to really not do it. Going
Oh,
to not culprit.
Is this what his fucking ultimate plan is? To make everyone love Shuichi and then have Shuichi inevitably have to suspect all of them?
Please.
And like break all their hearts?
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
Oh, split? Did someone say split?
Two for one, truth special.
Yeah.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. So, the ultimate...
So we're gonna do...
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand?
Kaito, why don't you understand, dude?
You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Kaito.
Split opinion. Up we go. Four on three? No, it's 5 on 3. Okay. I forgot there's 8 of us left. I thought there were 7.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this. I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Would Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo!
The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
Yeah.
There should
Yeah,
have
it's
been
possible.
witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
Yeah, technically no one was really there.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kibo!
That isn't
Oh,
possible,
shit.
because Kokichi's avatar
Damn
has
it!
special
I fucked up that
settings.
one.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one.
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Damn it.
Going to not kill Mew.
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
It's possible,
But Kokichi
technically. Yeah, I gotta redo this.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Oh shit. Ah, god damn it. My keyboard stopped working for a second. Drop my inputs.
Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi!
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, I gotta redo this one.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta... Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit.
I'm saying we can't rule it out. Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Would Gonta have even made it?
Kibo!
The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
Nice.
Should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this!
No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed to
Kokichi!
It's all a lie.
Kibo!
That isn't possible.
Nope.
Because Kokichi's avatar has special settings.
Gonta, no!
I got this! The truth is...
Gonta could have murdered Mia.
I got used to the Xbox buttons. Now having letters fucked me up.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
Yeah, I found the setting for it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta.
Well, alright, buddy, let's prove it then.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
Oh yeah, poor fucking Gonta can't defend himself to save his life, literally.
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
It is a little bit of bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop
Damn,
what?
this is getting heated.
You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
I want to survive. Don't fucking speak for all of us, Kaito.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Wait. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Magi, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit. Cause Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Yeah, that's true about Gonta. He doesn't know anything, but that's actually not true. He does know one thing. He told us. Oh, was Gonta the one who had the fucking error? And his fucking brain got fucked up? Because he plugged the things in wrong? That's why he's been so confused about everything? After logging out.
That's it!
Yeah, I didn't consider it could have been that.
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The avatar error,
This is it!
right? Yeah, did he fuck up his avatar settings?
When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Oh, so his memories got fucked up. That's why. Yeah, I didn't think that the error could have happened to Gonta. I didn't consider that.
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
Or he just doesn't remember anything.
That's what I thought at first. But I think it's because of the...
I actually did not see this coming. This is a cool idea.
What you mean?
He plugged his cables in wrong. Oh god, do another one. Fuck, how do I spell this one? Cable... memory? Right? Memory error? Memory loss? I got it, yeah. Alright, this is an easy one. Where's it now? Give me now. Is it not memory loss? There we go.
I see now. I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh? He doesn't remember.
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
That's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What?
Damn it, this doesn't make Gonta look good.
That's ridiculous.
This does not help his case.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone.
No way Gonta's the culprit.
Alright, we gotta prove, probably using the, what do I have? The, avatar area, the device instructions.
Doesn't remember a thing about the
Everyone's safe.
You did it, but you don't remember. Never kill a friend.
If there was a glitch,
It's gentlemen, protect friends.
affected all of us.
Nope.
We're all okay.
Kill an insect.
Lying.
That means there wasn't. I heard it.
It didn't affect everyone else because all of us put our cables in right except for Gonta.
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
So it seemed like Gonta was acting normally inside, but he just didn't
Causing the error.
remember anything.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like, an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over.
What, is Gonta fucking colorblind or something?
Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Oh my fucking god.
That's your left hand!
Gonta's left-handed.
What?
That's literally what caused this entire nonsense.
Looks like it's decided!
Yeah, damn it, this doesn't look good for Gonta, but also it's too early to say.
He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta...
Yeah, I totally didn't pick up on
not understand what
Gonta
everyone's
not
talking
remembering
about.
anything. It just seemed like Gonta's general lack of insight at play.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute.
Damn it, Kokichi could just say this and there's no way to disprove it.
Why would Gonta do that?
This might have actually happened too, because Kokichi specifically tried to team up with Gonta at the start.
It's a lie. I'll never accept this. And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you.
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to
So
plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Kokichi just wants the fucking
There's
game
no
to go
incentive
on.
to just plan the murder. But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
I mean, it still could have been you, Kokichi. Just saying.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right? Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around. I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit.
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
Yeah, Kibo's being weirdly on Kokichi's side for a while now. I think... I don't know, Kibo... It looked a little weird, a little sus.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list.
Especially, well, now that the glitch, we know what happened to Gonta. That takes out a couple of my theories of what could have happened.
Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
So yeah, they do. It does kind of eliminate them as suspects, though. Because they couldn't have access to the crime scene. Yeah, there's no way for them to get over there, as far as we know.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list. And you know why, right?
Because Mew logged him out before any of this happened. Yeah, he got logged out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Oh, he got logged out way before the murder even happened, so yeah, it wasn't actually possible for him to do it. He got logged out at, yeah, before the murder happened. Alright.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Yeah, it is after. Okay.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
Because we were together the whole time. And also because we were together when we heard the noise.
But what's the reason for that?
Yeah, we have solid alibis.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Oh yeah, because his avatar setting. Because he couldn't do it. Physically couldn't do it.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to
Unless
one
there's some other
person.
murder method.
And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi. You don't need to answer that. This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only... Unless we're doing it like somehow she killed herself, but I don't think so. Gonta's the only suspect without an alibi.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep.
I mean, if we're trusting this process of elimination...
Committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Yu Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything. So, oh well. A culprit who can't remember the...
I mean, unless there's some aspect I'm forgetting.
So, better than nothing.
What, is there anything that hasn't been explained? I don't think so. Other than just... I guess how did Gonta get to the roof? Because if Shuichi's claiming the door was locked, which I'm assuming he's lying about,
If Gonta
maybe.
remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
I get it. It's definitely possible for Gonta, but we don't really have any evidence other than just the process of elimination.
Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to...
You want proof? I've got your proof.
Oh? What proof is this?
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
They did see Gonta. But he also could have used the toilet paper to get down, so that didn't matter.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see.
Damn.
If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
Wait, how did Kaito know that? How did Kaito know that we saw Gonta? We didn't tell him, did we? I don't remember.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
It would be nice, but there is actually a way.
No,
Could have used the toilet
that's
paper.
wrong. What? Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cool that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that...
If I had
just a lie?
remembered that Kokichi was with Gonta the whole time in the virtual world before the murder happened, I could have maybe predicted that Gonta was actually manipulated into doing it. Because yeah, he didn't have an alibi. I knew that from the start. He had like no alibi at all. But it's just the fact that it is Gonta made me think to maybe just discount him as a suspect. But if I remembered that he was with Kokichi for that whole time, that does make him more suspicious.
Kaito!
Dude, Kaito, fuck
I'll
off.
tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up.
Oh, buddy. Damn, look at that alien's ass.
He's not the kind of guy who
Oh.
kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now?
Damn it.
I'll never accept this.
Oh.
Don't you know Gonta at all? Not the kind of guy who kills someone.
Man, it's like dropping my inputs like crazy.
Know that about him by now? Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? You my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe?
It's not about who I want to believe, it's just...
Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this,
Damn it.
the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe?
Ah, one more.
Damn it!
There we go.
There's no way to leave the mansion from the roof!
Toilet paper discovered outside of the mansion.
It ends here.
Sorry, buddy.
Damn it!
Although, if he used the toilet paper to get down, it would still be tied to the roof, I'm pretty sure. He wouldn't be able to... He would have to be on the roof to untie it, because the toilet paper wouldn't rip.
Outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on
Oh, he could have wrapped both ends around the pole, and then lowered himself down using both ends, and then unreeled it. Yeah, I could have done that.
It was outside the mansion.
Yeah, there definitely is a way to get down without leaving it tied off.
If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper
Yeah,
could have
you're the
been tied to.
binoculars.
What?
Yeah, it's an easy one.
There! The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the
Yeah, they didn't tie it down, they just hung it over. I actually figured this part out. You just throw down both ends, and then
use the doubled up toilet paper to climb
go down like that, and then unroll it. Or unravel it, yeah.
But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea. But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by. Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
Yeah, it kind of seems like there's no other options left.
So, it's true. Going to really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Probably because Kokichi just fucking lied to him and told him, I don't know.
Before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let
Oh.
you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, alright? Let's end this together.
Cell phone. Toilet paper didn't tear. All the people. Using what? Ah. Use the cell phone. What? Oh, this I thought I had the cell phone. I had the wrong thing selected. Toilet paper didn't tear. Yes, Kokichi was on the roof that whole time. I figured. Bottle of poison. That's before we went there. Yeah. Then Kaito got logged out. And this case was great. I actually really like it. The thing that's really interesting about this case, I probably shouldn't waste time because this is a time segment. We can talk about it afterwards. The map. Yeah. And we got the signboard in the river. Smuggle in the hammer. Kaito's on the roof. Culprit's outside. And she's in the dining hall. And we're in the kitchen. Cords got fucked up. Last one over here? Yeah.
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by me...
See, this case is really interesting because it's one of the first cases where there isn't...
You have to plug the
there's no smoking gun. Really. The reason it's Gonta is because there's just literally no other suspects, which is like kind of rare for the series, as that being the actual way to find the killer, is by literally just eliminating every other possible suspect. That almost never happens. It's actually a really refreshing way to do things. It also means that, like, it does feel fair that Gonta is the killer, because he never had an alibi. I knew that from the start. I just didn't. I didn't think about the memory loss. I didn't think about the fact that Kokichi was with him. All that stuff does make him more suspicious, but I didn't really think about it. Because, yeah, Gonta by himself would never just commit a murder.
So, we all plug the... But the culprit had accidentally...
See, I'm, like, really satisfied with this.
A connection error occurred as a result. The culprit would forget everything that happened.
I like it when the nice characters can be the killers sometimes.
It's possible that this had an effect.
And they don't have to be a creepy incest serial killer. Sometimes they can just be nice boy Gonta, who got manipulated.
Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder.
Oh, what did he say before this?
But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal.
I hope I get to find out what the fuck the bug thing he found was, though, if Gonta's actually gonna be dead after this trial.
After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison.
Also, I did kind of figure that it couldn't have been Gonta because his little side story with the bug didn't get resolved yet. So I figured he was going to at least stick around for one more chapter.
This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world. but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all used the salon phone to...
Yeah.
She also explained the map, but her explanation wasn't... However, one...
Kokichi immediately was like, ah, this is bullshit.
The person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder, but Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case.
I'm pretty happy though with Kokichi being the mastermind and not actually committing the crime himself. That's a very fitting thing for him to do.
About the motive.
Again, he's the evil mastermind. He doesn't get his own hands dirty.
But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi. Mew had us split up to try... Kaito, Kokichi, while Maki, Himiko splitting us up with... At the chapel, she chased after our group while...
Zoom.
Once she made sure we were a... This was to trick us into thinking, at the time, we thought nothing up. That's why we continued with... We went to the mansion. Kokichi searched the... Kaito searched the... Tsumugi searched... I searched the... And finally,
Hey, that's not accurate. There's no footprints.
But she passed through the wall and
At least they disappeared.
You see, the wall was this wall was programmed, and Mew had changed. That was the
Yeah, we know
She
all this.
set up a wall. Mew headed toward the man. When she entered the mansion, she didn't tell us that. Then she spoke.
Yeah, I really like this case. I actually don't have anything really bad to say about it. Goto being the killer is a really interesting ending. I didn't really see it coming too, which is pretty good. Despite me figuring out basically everything else about the case, I didn't actually get the killer because I'm not used to this case. I'm not used to the trials in this game falling onto process of elimination. That almost never happens.
She was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan.
Even at the end, I was like, yeah, Gonta's technically the only person who could have done it, but like, is that really how the case is going to end? I just wasn't sure because it seems so unlike the series to end a trial that way. But it's kind of refreshing.
Kokichi was waiting on. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper. This was only possible. Mew's avatar was straight. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the room.
Damn, Kokichi really planned this murder in like the 10 minutes he was alone with Gota.
He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid. The culprit then took the and placed Mew's body on. The culprit heaved the lump with a body on top of it. It went through the wall. That was the crashing. Mew's wall hit the... That's why Tsumugi and I... As the final step, because we were at the mat, so they used the toilet. They hung the toilet paper from the banana and used it like a rope. Once the culprit was... They would have returned... in a panic. Without that one, we might never have...
Yeah, if Gonta didn't fuck up the toilet paper, this honestly might have been a perfect crime.
This is the truth you've forgotten. Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist. Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Going to not really understand. Because going to not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Going to trust everyone.
Oh, poor Gonta. Gonta got really fucked this chapter.
Going to kill Mew. Forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else. And make everyone suffer. Why? Why go to do such terrible thing?
Hey, what the fuck did you tell him, Kokichi?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending.
Yeah, it's kind of an anticlimax, but I kind of like it in a weird way. There's no, like, big, like, again, decisive piece of evidence. It's just kind of like, sorry, Gonta, it literally can't be anyone else.
Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together. The heart racing.
Alright. Everyone's gonna vote for Gonta, including Gonta, I'm guessing. Should I vote for someone else again? No, I'm not gonna do it. You can hear me pressing my keys, and sometimes it just doesn't... Input doesn't go through. I don't know why. I don't think it's a problem with my keyboard. It doesn't do anything... Do this with any other game. I'm guessing someone is gonna vote for Kokichi, though. Probably Kaito. Yeah, one person voted for Kokichi, and it was Kaito, I'm guessing. I really like that you can kind of tell who voted for who.
You make the right choice.
You can always kind of tell who is the odd one out. Yay, we did it! Gonta's dead! Hooray! Man, poor Gonta. Yeah, this really was a great trial, though.
Absolutely right.
It might be... It probably is my favorite of this game so far, I'd say. I'm really happy with this ending, to be honest.
Let me hear your joyful.
Well, not like happy, you know. It sucks that Gonta's gonna die, but...
Let me hear your joyful voices.
Damn.
Wah!
Hey!
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
Please stop!
All right.
Huh?
Because
Oh, Gonta in the virtual world, remember? Unless he's just gonna snap his fingers and take us there?
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data.
Oh, is he gonna make an alter ego?
Combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data.
Damn, Monokuma, go for it.
Alter ego Gonta is now complete.
Alter ego?
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space. If we listen to what he...
Huh? What this? What happening?
Man, oh, this sucks, because both Gontas are gonna die, probably. Real Gonta and Alter Ego Gonta. Maybe Alter Ego Gonta will get to stick around or something. But they're probably both gonna get deleted. Well, one's gonna get deleted from that, and one's gonna get deleted from real life.
What's that mean?
Hey, Now then.
Please. Why?
oh man.
Oh, Gonta.
Oh, Gonta was trying to save everyone?
Huh?
Gonta don't know. Wrong.
That's...
Gonta.
Yeah.
But... Gonta.
What?
Oh.
What was Mew the fucking... Oh, okay, yeah, it's the... So something he found with the key card. Was Mew, like, secretly the helper? The mastermind or something? That would be crazy. That would motivate Gonta, for sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Oh?
What?
Please wait.
Hey, hey.
Huh?
In other words...
Okay, so that's... The key card lets you see the outside world. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in the simulation?
Huh?
And we never found it.
You know.
Huh?
Wait,
Incomprehensible.
Oh? You get it?
So in the virtual world is the flashback light. Oh, and oh, and that's... Okay, Gonta remembered. And then he forgot. I see.
To tell you the truth, too bad.
Always messing around.
So they got their memories. Well, Kokichi already had his memories of the outside world when he saw it the first time, because that probably triggered his memories. Showed it to Gonta.
Could it be?
Maybe.
Gonta.
Yeah, and they were alone for a while. And he did it on himself.
How'd this happen?
What?
what did you say?
Jesus, dude.
Wrong.
Damn, straight up, Gota just decided it's better if everyone is dead. That's hardcore, dude.
How this happened?
I'm guessing that the world just fucking got destroyed by meteors or some shit, because that's apparently a thing in this game.
But
Get it?
Hold on!
Hey,
Right?
please, sorry.
Why?
Huh?
But...
Oh, get fucked, Mew.
By the way,
Gonta.
but
Stop it!
well,
Sorry.
Always messing around.
How can this be? Sorry. Gonta, idiot.
It's okay, Gonta. You're a gentleman to the very end.
yeah.
So Kokichi was straight up okay with dying? I don't believe that.
Don't screw around!
Please stop. Sorry.
I know that!
I suppose.
So am I!
That's enough!
Please stop.
I don't know if I believe Kokichi on this one, but alright.
Hey, hey!
Huh?
And another thing.
He definitely didn't want everyone to die.
So am I!
Huh?
I know that!
But
Okay. Ah. Yeah. Honey.
Oh no, Montessori was not ready to be a dad. He might take things too far.
Now then, I.
Gonta!
no. How can this be?
It's punishment time.
Sorry. Gonta, idiot.
Oh, Gonta. Poor Gonta. Oh yeah, they're both going down. Sheriff Monokuma's going for it. Fire and bees? Monotaro can't handle the pressure. He's gonna crack. Oh, I was thinking to myself a fucking bug was gonna come out. No! No! Both of them! Ooh, right. Oh. Just straight through. Yeah, I actually thought for a second, like, wait a second, some fucking bug, giant bug or monster is gonna pop out of her or something. I should have said it. Like a second before it happened, I was like, wait a second. Also, damn, what fucking way to go. Yeah, I didn't expect all of them were gonna be gone so soon.
Why?
Well, I thought Monotaro was gonna snap. He wasn't ready for the pressure of fatherhood.
Got a minute?
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Damn it.
Got a minute?
What was that?
Huh?
I don't
Yeah,
want
you
this
crazy
stupid
motherfucker.
head.
He's not sad.
Oh,
I
God.
knew it.
Did you fall for all that fake crying?
You can't fool me, Kokichi.
You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Because...
What? Hey!
Now you know.
Huh?
Which means... you really don't get it.
Hey!
Yeah, obviously. He was pretty eager to throw Gonta under the bus. Like, it's clear that he was not on board with this plan.
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart. I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it, and I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
You?
Then...
You're so dumb.
Yeah, I figured he was just trying to extend the game, move it on to the next stage.
You bastard. Do you want to die?
Don't screw around.
Yeah, pretty fucking meaningless.
Oops, sorry.
Kaito!
You?
By the way, Kaito, is it just
Oh,
me,
Kaito's getting
or
weaker.
are you way slow?
Yeah, he's pretty pathetic now.
Just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
Oh, is that why he was so pissed at Kaito this entire trial? Is because he knows Kaito's hiding shit? And he thinks Kaito's being a hypocrite?
Got a minute? You bastard.
Let's have more fun. Monkey.
Right?
Are you alright?
Sorry.
Oh?
That's wrong!
Hmm?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still Kokichi's friend, but I guess in front of everyone else, I'll pretend that I'm not.
Oh, man.
Kaito! Huh?
Hey!
What? Okay?
We're gonna find out why Kaito's dying.
What?
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much, cut my throat or something. I don't know.
Maki's not gonna buy that.
Kaito!
Shut up!
Huh?
Well,
God, Shuichi, how many times are you gonna have to learn this lesson? Sometimes finding the truth makes people suffer. That's like, that was literally your motivation at the start of this game for not calling out Kaide. And it's like every single trial has just been that lesson again. I thought you got over this already.
Damn it!
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it.
He's
Now
gonna try to...
is the time. I'll end this killing game.
He's gonna try to finish it all. Kill everyone. Or you know, do something. Yeah, this... I knew it. This world is mine. Kokichi Oma. I don't know why he was writing that, because apparently he was. I mean, good for him, I guess? I don't know why he felt the need to write that on a random rock. There's 7 people left. Oh, they're actually... yeah. So, so far in the first game, 6 people lived, survived, and in the second game, 5 people survived. So probably, oh yeah, maybe like a couple more people will die. Oh, we got the empty insect cage. Alright. Back to the menu I go. I don't want to see what comes next. Oh no, the funeral. We'll see that next time. Man, empty after no one remained to care for the insects. Are we gonna find out what the fuck that bug was that Gota saw? I hope we do. Yeah, that was a great trial. Like, actually really, really good. Mew was just some shitty person who tried to kill Kokichi. Kokichi managed to convince Gonta. So his deal with Monokuma was basically to make it so that potentially everyone could see the truth that he saw of the outside world. But then he got the idea, let's just show it to Gonta, convince Gonta to kill Mew, kill everybody. Obviously, Kokichi didn't actually give a shit about that. He was always planning to throw Gonta under the bus. This is the entire trial. He was always planning to get to that point, but he wanted to make Shuichi get there. Because it's more fun. Yeah, the entire trial, he just wanted Shuichi to do all the work so he could watch. Because it's fun for him. Honestly, I feel like Kokichi is just a better Byakuya, right? Because Byakuya's thing in the first game was that, oh, I just want to make the game more exciting. But then he, like, only ever did one thing and then was just kind of an asshole to everyone. And this, Kokichi's, like, doing his shit. Which I like. He's way more interesting because of that. He's way more fun. He's just a better version of Byakuya. Yes, there's 7 people left. I'm guessing 2 more chapters, probably another murder, and then the final chapter where we, you know, do whatever. You know what always happens in the last chapter of these games. God, I hope if there's really only one more murder left, it definitely seems like Kokichi's going to be trying to do some shit, but I really do hope that Tsumugi kills someone. I just want her to use cosplay to kill someone. I just want that. Is that so wrong? I want her to be in disguise and have to prove it. I just think it would be fun. But Tsumugi, I mean, she doesn't seem evil. All the characters that are left seem like pretty nice. Mew and Kokichi were basically the only kind of shady people still around, and Mew's gone. So yeah, it was inevitable that eventually the non-shady people would have to commit some murders. And doing it this way was pretty smart. The whole memory thing, I guess I could have seen it coming, but that was pretty tricky. But I don't actually feel bad that I couldn't see it coming this time around. Because again, it's just kind of like a process of elimination thing. Even if you don't want to believe it, this kind of reminds me of what the Mikan. This is exactly what Mikan should have been in Danganronpa 2. It's the same thing. Mikan was literally the only person who could have done it, and then turns out she's a crazy psycho. I mean, that's partially excusable because it was more of a foreshadowing that everyone was the ultimate despair, but in that case, it kind of ruined the trial, because the whole point is that, are we really going to accuse someone just because we don't have any better suspects? Even if we don't think that they're capable of murder? And then Mikan, it was like, oh, never mind, she's crazy, she definitely did it. But in this case, it's like, God, I fucking hope it isn't Gonta, but there's literally no one else it could be, so, sorry, Gonta. This was literally just the better version of Mikan's case. No wonder I like it. Yeah, this is great. So next chapter, probably tomorrow. We'll see who dies next. I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna die. I don't even know if Kokichi's gonna kill someone. He says he's gonna end the game, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna kill someone. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of the stream for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm glad I got to enjoy a trial again. And again, I hope the next two chapters, assuming there's two more, are pretty fun as well. And then I'll find out when I stream tomorrow. Unless something comes up and I don't stream. But otherwise I will. Alright, good night.